More than 12,000 years ago, someone cut down a massive larch tree. Then they carved it into something extraordinary. A towering wooden figure, covered in faces, zigzags, lines, and symbols. And more than 12 millennia later, we still don't know what it was trying to say. The object is known as the Shigir Idol. It was discovered in the Ural Mountains during gold mining operations in the late 19th century, buried roughly 4 meters inside a peat bog. Workers recovered it in separate wooden fragments. When archaeologists reconstructed them, they realized they weren't looking at an ordinary carved object. They were looking at part of an enormous human-like figure. For decades, nobody knew exactly how old it was. Then radiocarbon testing delivered an astonishing result. The sculpture dates to around the beginning of the Holocene, roughly 12,000 years ago. That places its creation thousands of years before Stonehenge and the Egyptian pyramids. Researchers describe it as the oldest known monumental wooden sculpture in the world, and somehow, it survived. Wood normally disappears from the archaeological record. It rots, it burns, it breaks apart. But this sculpture ended up protected inside the waterlogged peat of Shigir. Without those conditions, we probably would never have known it existed. And that creates an unsettling possibility. How many objects like this have simply vanished? The idol is covered with geometric patterns, zigzags, lines, chevrons, and several strange human-like faces positioned along its body. Researchers know these markings were deliberately carved, but their meaning remains uncertain. The sculpture reveals a surprisingly rich symbolic world among early hunter-gatherer communities. Were they telling a story, representing spirits, recording territory, or marking something understood perfectly by the people who made it, but completely lost to us? The mystery gets stranger. The surviving idol isn't even complete. Early reconstruction work suggested the original sculpture may have stood approximately 5.3 meters tall, but some of the recovered sections were later lost. Fortunately, drawings made in the early 20th century preserved evidence of its larger form, so even the artifact we're trying to understand is only part of the original message. The Shigir Idol survived the end of the Ice Age. It survived thousands of years beneath a peat bog. It survived long enough for us to find it. But the people who understood its faces and symbols disappeared thousands of years ago. And perhaps the greatest mystery isn't what this one wooden figure meant. It's wondering, how many others didn't survive? What do you think the Shigir Idol was meant to represent?